All right, we appreciate you tuning in. Like, comment, subscribe on the YouTube. We're the Weird Ones Podcast, and this is the Chris Sports Rundown. First one, start off with Thursday night football game. NFL, what is this, week 4? We had the Bengals 27, Dolphins 15.
He looks to.
Are you okay? Like, no, he was adjusting
Jerry.
over there. All right.
I had to fix my mic, man.
Okay. All right. You tuned in with us now?
Come on,
Yeah,
Shannon.
I'm here.
Shannon and Skip. Let's go.
All right. Joe Burrow went 20-31, 287 yards, 2 touchdowns. He was sacked 13 times in the first 2 games. Has only been sacked 3 times in his last 2. Offensive line playing better.
Sound like some effort.
Yeah. But
He might have pissed the line up before that game.
Take my wife to jail.
pull a Tom Brady.
Hey.
I need some more time.
Hey, we're gonna let him through tonight. He out here acting crazy.
T. Higgins fantasy owners had a good night. It was 7 receptions, 124 yards, 1 touchdown. Chase didn't play as well.
What was the fantasy points on that?
It varies. Each league is different.
That's true.
Tyreek
Sports Rundown. You could have had every league point schedule.
He not lying.
I know, but hey,
Tyreek Hill went for 10 receptions, 160 yards. He is averaging 119 yards per game this season.
That's pretty good.
He's a good player.
is that up from last year?
Good football player.
Yeah, I'd say that's up from last year.
You'd say, or that's what the stats say?
I'd say that.
I'm gonna say it
119 is
up
a
from
lot
last
to
year.
average
up
per
from last
game.
year?
Yeah, for sure. Because he didn't have 1,700 yards last year, so.
Oh, okay. Well, that's true.
Look at you doing
It'll be
math.
hard to sustain though, especially with
No,
Tua
for
being
sure.
hurt.
For sure.
Who's their? Josh Rosen.
No, it's
Really?
ain't it Teddy?
Yeah,
Teddy
Tua
Bridgewater.
Teddy was
Teddy.
in the
Teddy
game.
Bridgewater,
All right,
yeah,
so
yeah.
we're gonna get to that.
Yeah, it's Tua
Tua
Teddy.
Tagovailoa left the game with a head and neck injury. Yeah, we all saw it. They showed the replay many a times. That was kind of disrespectful, but
Was it?
Yeah,
I don't understand.
They were
people
zooming
who say
in.
that's
They were like,
disrespectful.
you know, it was pretty disrespectful. I thought they just kept
Why?
showing the replay of him with his hands.
But that's
Every
what happened.
injury is replayed crazy though, right?
But like that was like, well, after the injury, after he had already hit his head on the
Bro,
ground.
it's TV.
Yeah, I'm like, they got to show something. They can't put a black screen up there.
Well, no, it's TV though. Like they know, like yo, this gonna be a big deal. They were just talking about he shouldn't even be
Are
playing.
you
this
talking
week.
about after the injury, or are you talking about during the game?
No, after the injury, they replayed the play. Obviously, he was thrown down.
Well, that's for
But then
context.
was context for them to zoom in after him
Yeah,
having his
'cause-
hands like this?
Yeah.
So look, when it first happened, I was sitting there with Chuck. I said, "Damn, he broke his fingers." Because the angle they were showing it, they just
His
showed him
fingers
fall
was all
back, and
fucked
all you
up.
saw this shit.
Yeah.
I said, "Well, goddamn, he just broke his damn hand." And then they said, "Oh no, he's not getting up." And I was like, "Dude, it's the fucking hand. Just use the other hand to get up." And then they showed the replay. I was like, "Oh no, he's like out, like he fell, hit his head, and the shit was instant." I was like, "Oh yeah, he fucked up."
So this game was 4 days after he appeared to have a concussion. Last
saying
game.
that, man. Like, we not what? So Nick Wrightham said on their show, they was like, everybody's trying to be a couch doctor, right? Like we don't know what's going on. Like that's insulting, man. I saw the dude get knocked down on his head. He got up, did this shit like this. Then I saw him try to walk and stumble. Like you can cuss.
Yeah.
I don't have to be a doctor. I know you can cuss. It's like Shannon Sharp said. If that was your child and you saw your child do that, you wouldn't let your child keep playing. You'd be like, oh,
You're
no,
done
you got to
for
go to the
that.
hospital.
You done.
So the NFL Players Association actually terminated the neurotrauma consultant that evaluated Tua.
At the very least.
Yeah. During that game.
I feel like that's the very least that you got to do.
So now also it's new regulations. The NFLPA and the NFL are expected to agree on new protocols. Anytime a player demonstrates any instability, he is not allowed to return to the game. The rule can go into effect as early as week 5. So what they've named it as, they use the term gross motor obviously not murder.
Gross motor.
Gross motor instability.
I'm like gross murder.
I feel like if you murder somebody, they're not going to let you keep
I
playing.
mean, it was kind of on borderline of that. My man was
We're from
out.
Sports Rundown to the Jeffrey Dahmer doc.
That's a stupid rule, man, honestly.
Yeah, so I mean, it could definitely it's opinionated. It's gonna be opinionated type things. Like, oh, he tripped. So is he concussed?
No, but it's a difference between being.
I mean, that's true, but it's also walking the line. It's like,
Is it though? Like you saw Tua the first time, right? Did you think like, oh, he got his bell? Right?
No, I know that one was clear, but I'm saying there's going to be times.
I don't mean the second one where he was all hands.
No, the first one was clear too. Yeah.
So for me, I look at it like, hey, I'm watching the game at home, lay person. I'm not a doctor. I didn't stay at a Holiday Inn. I see that like, yep, he got his bell rung. He's concussed. The fact that like somebody that works for the NFL, because it had to be two doctors, right? They got an independent neurosurgeon, whatever.
Not a surgeon. He's doing surgery on the sideline.
They got an independent brain doctor, then they got the team doctor. So it's two doctors that was like, nope, he's fine. Like they watched that, there's like, he's fine. He fell because his back. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
At the very least, they should have fired the independent doctor, the team doctor, and they should have fined the Dolphins like some draft picks. Like y'all.
Well, this is gonna be messy though, bro. Because it's gonna be like, can you hold your shit together while you getting pulled over while you drunk? You know what I'm saying? Like, if you can hold it together just to make it home, you be all right. If you can hold it together while they evaluate it, you be all right. You know what I'm saying? Because he held it together to go back out there on the field. So like, how much worse can this get?
It's just going to make players lie a lot more too, though. Obviously, the players want to play the game.
Most
of the players want to stay
wants
out there
to
and
play the game.
So a lot of players that they had on the talk shows, they talked about how before the season start, they do a baseline test for the concussion protocol, and they said they purposely do bad so that way in the game if they get concussed, they can pass the test again and still play. But Tua falling down ain't got nothing to do with the test. Like I saw that with my own fucking eyes, and that's the NFL's problem now. It's like all these parents. That's really why the NFL cares at the end of the day, because the parents are saying, I'm not gonna let my kid play football, and then they start losing money, and that's why they like, oh, we're trying to be tough. We want to protect the players now.
Yeah.
Well, everybody's mama saw Tua fall down, get up, shake his head, fall down again, and then he played on Thursday. Then everybody saw him, Crypt Creeper type shit. No, y'all fucked up.
So if you're Tua, do you sue the dog shit out of them and never play again, or what do you do?
So
I'm sure
Tua wanted to play.
I'm sure Tua said, "I'm good. I'm good, Doc. I'm good."
That's the other side of it. Tua probably was like, "I'm good to go."
Yeah.
And at that point, the doctor's like, "Yeah, you look like you're pretty good to go. Go ahead and go out there."
Yeah.
But it's that doctor's job to be like, "No, you're not."
Mm-hmm.
One of the doctors work for the team though, and the other one works for the players' union. So like they both kind of got a conflict of interest. The team doctor, they probably say I don't care either way, but the team wants you to play,
right? And
the players' union doctor, I'm part of the players' union. I want to play, man.
Mm-hmm. It's a slippery slope.
It's stupid. Like, I feel it should be simple. Like, yo, your coach, what's his name, McDaniels?
Yeah,
he came up there. I would never put a player in harm's way and said all that shit. He's just starting quarterback, so I know you was watching when this dude got up, drowsy, couldn't walk, fell down, and two linemen were holding him up, and you still put him back out there.
Yeah, I wouldn't have put him back out.
So you're a fucking liar.
Yeah.
And then next week when he gets body bagged and shit, the fact that he fell last week, I don't think has any bearing on the way he fell this week.
And what was it? How many days between games?
4 days.
Yeah. He had no chance to recover.
And then on Sunday, you watched the replay. He clearly first grabbed his head. Like, he went like this.
The dude got up and did this.
Yeah.
Yeah, shaking the cobwebs.
I'm saying even when he first hit his head on the ground, he went like this. Kind of like he did on Thursday. He went to grab his head first. Like, my head. It had nothing to do with his back. Yeah.
I think it's just stupid. I feel like everybody know what happened. And the problem is that we all saw it on live TV. So now everybody's trying to cover their ass. Like, oh, we're going to fire this doctor. We're going to do this. We're going to implement this new rule about gross motor instability and
murder.
Shit like that.
It's too late. It's too late.
Why, you need a rule to tell you, like, hey, your quarterback got up, fell down, couldn't walk. Somebody had to hold him up. He probably shouldn't come back in the game. You need a rule to tell you that?
No.
If you need a rule to tell you that, then you probably need a new coach, too.
Yep.
And I think Tua is supposed to be interviewed on tomorrow about that.
He's not going to say nothing, but I don't think I had a concussion.
I'm pretty sure they're going to ask him what the doctor was saying to him, or
he's still
if he
saying
can remember
the first one wasn't.
If he can remember it,
yeah,
that's
if
true.
He can remember
that's
it.
true.
He's still saying like, no, that was I fell because of my back. He's on that lot still.
Because like, aren't you concussed? Do you lose like memory?
It depends.
Like a
It
slight
depends on how bad the
memory?
concussion was.
You can.
Yeah.
Cause
You can,
did
for
you
sure.
have, that's what I was thinking
Where'd
about
you get a
you.
concussion at?
We were playing softball at Blue Spring South.
Oh yeah.
I dive for a ball. Jermaine is running for the ball at the same time. He needs me in my head.
Damn.
And
Nigga.
he hit a home run
Nigga,
his
I
next
don't
bat
remember
up.
shit for like 3 innings. Nigga, so I hit it. They say I hit a home run my next bat.
I remember
up, right?
that.
You part of the problem.
Look, like 3 innings go by, I hit another home run, and when you hit a home run in softball, you only got to touch first base. But this is like my first time for real playing softball, so I didn't even know. I hit another home run, and I start running, and I hit first base. So I'm about to go to second. They like, nah, you ain't got to keep running. I was like, you only got to touch first base. They was like, nigga, you just hit a home run like 3 innings ago. I'm like, no shit. Don't remember none of that shit.
Got your CTE.
Man.
Yeah.
So we had another pretty severe injury today. In the best offensive game of the day, between the Seahawks and the Lions. DK Metcalf was carted off to the locker room.
Oh.
He said he had to go for a bathroom break.
So that's the thing now.
He got carted off to the bathroom.
Yeah. So he pulled a Paul Pierce.
Like, for real.
For real. Dead serious.
That's
crazy.
disrespectful to the game, bro.
Why can't you just walk in there? And
Why
go
you
to
just
the
can't go
bathroom?
pee, bro? Like, what's wrong with these dudes?
Hey, he said. He actually tweeted and said he was like, when it's clinched, you can't do nothing when you got to clinch.
Why you just don't go
So
use
he
the
was like,
bathroom?
nah,
That's disrespectful.
I'm doing everything I can to hold this in. Y'all gotta
I
get
guess
me
so.
back there.
Man, nigga, coach call a timeout. I gotta go shit.
Not even that, like, nigga, calling the sub. I gotta go boo boo, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
bro.
it's-
Hit that
Like,
helmet
There's
like
5
hey.
other receivers over there, bro.
Go shit, bro.
You know they're gonna talk to him about his pregame meal. Like, what? So what do you eat before every game?
Nigga,
man?
beans
You
and rice.
got to shit during the third quarter.
Little X-Lax.
Yeah, so whoever took the over on the Seahawks-Lions game
They
won some
definitely
money.
did.
Definitely.
Off one team, didn't he?
The Seahawks was 48,
was
Lions
it.
45.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
He's back.
Who's
Geno
back?
Smith.
Who's back?
Oh, Geno Smith.
He didn't write
Vino?
back.
Hey.
Vino's back.
He didn't
He didn't
write
write
back.
back.
Wrote
He's
him off,
back.
but
didn't
he
write
didn't write
back.
back.
Stupid.
Damn, I want the Chiefs to draft him. That was crazy.
You did?
That 1 year when he came out of West Virginia,
Oh well, yeah.
I
Coming
think
off
we
of that,
took
yeah.
Eric Fisher.
I don't know.
I think we took Eric Fisher number 1. Luke Joker went number 2, and I was like, man, we probably should have took Geno.
Who was your quarterback at the time?
Alex
It was
Smith.
probably Thigpen. I don't even know.
Was it Matt Castle at that time?
I don't know. I'm not even sure as those years line up. I just remember when we had the first pick. I think Geno was the quarterback in the draft that year, and I thought we should have took Geno.
Is Mark Sanchez still in the league?
No,
No.
bro.
Come on.
Because didn't Geno take Mark's job?
No.
No, not really.
Oh, with the Jets?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Mark
think
had that
so.
whole butt fumble thing. Shit,
Yeah.
just never got right.
That's the nigga that was eating that hot dog on the sideline.
Hey, you gotta eat, bro. See, that's the same. That's the same shit. Like, bro, I'm hungry, fam.
Yes.
I gotta get something in here real quick.
He said,
You know, if you go out there going all out, you like, yo, I gotta put some fuel back in this thing.
Yeah.
Mark Sanchez said thank you last week for the butt punt.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Got him off the hot seat.
So, but actually the Seahawks and Lions 48-45 is the first such score in NFL history.
No,
First
wait,
what?
48-45. The first time that score was ever in NFL history. Kind of like the Broncos Niners on Monday, 11-10.
Wait, are they saying like that's
first
the
time.
highest score?
No,
Or-
the first
Shout out
of
to my
that
Monacos.
actual score.
Okay.
48-45.
I'm sitting over here like I remember the Chiefs played a game against the Colts where nobody punted and we lost. And it
The
still hurt.
Rams. That game y'all played against
It wasn't
the Rams, too.
48-45.
The Rams, they punted that game. I think.
No,
I
but
think
I'm just
they
saying that was
punted.
a high octane game.
I don't think nobody punted that game.
They didn't punt that game.
I don't think so.
the Rams and the
That
Chiefs.
game, yeah.
Nigga, that was back to back.
I'm trying to remember. I don't remember.
They were running through the back of the end zone.
That wasn't in the
month.
playoffs. Though. I remember the Colts in the playoffs.
No, because we thought it
Nobody
was
punted. That's
everybody
it.
was
I
saying that
remember
was the
that.
preview of the Super Bowl.
Yeah, that was
Eric Warfield.
That was the year Jared Goff went to the Super Bowl.
Matt Castle.
Jared Goff went to Super Bowl.
That was that
The
same
Chiefs
year.
no punt year.
Yeah.
When the Patriots beat them by
The Rams went to the Super
13.
Bowl?
10?
So that was this
Oh, I
year
thought you
that
was talking
Jared
about
Goff
the-
went to the Super Bowl and lost to the Patriots.
Oh, okay.
I thought you was talking about the Chiefs-Colts game
The Chiefs Colt game
when it was Castle versus Manning.
Yeah, that was just.
Yeah,
Oh.
when another
It
one
wasn't.
punted.
Wait,
It was luck.
I mean, Luck. Yeah, my bad. Man.
yeah, it was.
I'm about to say Manning.
Manning,
What?
not that far back. Sorry, it was Luck. Luck versus Castle.
Are you concussed?
No, it was Manning the no punt game.
Was it?
Yeah, Luck was the game where we got up 28-3, and they let
back.
T.Y. Hilton come back and just keep cooking.
They dogged on that second.
And I was like, y'all got to fire.
Y'all just had bad luck with the Colts.
We had bad luck with
just
Bob
like
Sutton.
last week.
Bob Sutton.
You might be on to something. I never thought about it that way. But I said before, though, that's why I was like, Peyton Manning to me is like number one quarterback because he's always been a problem for my team.
You just had bad luck with the Colts.
So that's why you idolize him, because you didn't watch them dog you out a lot.
I said that. I was like, we've always had a problem with Peyton Manning, never had a problem with Brady.
Yeah, because y'all killed Brady.
Yeah, we don't gave Brady hands and feet.
Oh, bone
Y'all can't never beat Brady when it mattered, though.
We going to beat his ass tonight.
Does it matter tonight? It don't matter.
I give you that. Like, y'all have beat down Brady, but y'all never beat him when it mattered.
Only time we played him when it matters was when the playoff game with D4 jumped off
And then in the Super Bowl.
I don't count the Super Bowl because everybody was hurt, but I know it is
what?
what it is.
That mattered though.
That mattered.
It is what I mean. I know we lost.
It's the biggest game of the season.
And the AFC Championship game, Mahomes versus Brady.
That's when
talking about
D4 jumped
D4.
offside.
Oh, okay, yeah, you're right.
They were beat, so he didn't even jump offside. That's the.
He just lined up offside. He
Didn't
didn't jump offside. He lined up offside.
Saracen got a pick on that play. Wasn't it that he jumped offside?
Sorensen.
I know,
Huh?
man.
Sorensen.
Yeah.
Nigga said
Matt
Saracen.
Saracen. From Friday Night Lights, Matt Saracen.
Y'all got beat by Rex Burkhead.
Man, that's the shit you see in like my kids' flag football game. They just line up anywhere they want.
Yeah,
ball
they
right
do.
here. They like, I'm up here.
We out here, baby.
And then they be doing it gritty and shit. Just line up. That's D4.
All right, so we had a quarterback make his debut today. In the middle of the game, Kenny Pickett came in a tight game. Steelers Jets. Pickett's first pass, interception.
Ain't no better than Trubisky.
I think he's better than Trubisky.
Trubisky.
Though.
He had to get the nerves off.
He's better than Trubisky.
So
though.
they ended
Just
up
As long
talent-wise.
as he throw it on time, he's gonna be better than Trubisky.
Yeah.
They ended up losing to the Jets, but Kenny Pickett ended the game with 2 rushing TDs and 3 interceptions.
Okay.
Jameis Winston, like.
Okay.
So no
How many
passing
yards?
TDs. I don't know. I mean, I can look it up real
Either
quick.
he's gonna be good or you're gonna lose a lot.
I don't think it was many.
Yeah.
I'll put
Yeah.
that out there.
Nah.
I don't think you get a better chance with Trubisky in there though than with Kenny Pickett.
Trubisky's
Feel
scared
like-
to throw it.
Or it's like, I mean, this you might as well play him and see what you got with Pickett. I mean, hometown kid,
Well, Pickett was obviously going for it. 3 picks. He was going for something.
but it's like you want Trubisky in there doing whatever, or are you gonna play Pickett, get him some experience, and see what you
shit.
got?
I don't think their defense is good enough without Watt in there
How
to
much-
play Trubisky. Like they can't play like we're gonna play run and then play great defense because they ain't got it right now.
How much were they down when Pickett got in the game?
I think they were only down by like 4 or something.
No.
I was watching the game.
Sometimes you just see it like he ain't it.
Who,
Trubisky?
or Pickett?
Just a quarterback.
Yeah, Trubisky's not it.
Well, Cooper Rush is 3-0.
Cooper's
He
better than
started?
Dak.
Dak.
Y'all
I
see,
said that.
y'all
I said that
see,
last
y'all see
week.
Michael Irvin? Drunk ass last
He said,
week after
"That's
that game?
my backup quarterback."
He said, as a backup,
As a
in
backup.
rush, we trust. Sweating like a hog.
That is a strange thing that they're like.
Glorifying him,
No, they seem to be a better team with the backup quarterback.
which means Dak last name really is trash guy.
It's
I mean, he's only thrown 4 TDs, no interceptions, and 673 yards.
when you watch them, they play a totally different game with the backup quarterback. It's like, yo, if y'all played that with Dak, y'all might be able to do something.
What they play though with the backup is run Pollard, run Zeke, play action. For
Yeah,
Rush.
like,
Pollard-
do
With
that.
Pollard got a
Dak,
good
with
motor.
Dak, they like, nigga, we gave you all this money. We need you to go make these throws.
Pollard got a good motor. I like Pollard.
Tony Pollard, nice.
Yeah, he probably gonna take.
He didn't have a good game today.
I
Dak
think
is-
he's
Dak
like
is-
the starter.
It's time for
I
Dak.
mean, it's
and
like
Zeke
one of
to go.
those. He started a name only type situation.
Yeah.
Like Larry
It's-
Johnson at the end of his career when Jamal.
They're pretty
Charles was
much,
right
if you count their receptions and targets, they're pretty much evenly split. Zeke and Pollard, yeah,
But Pollard's doing more with his.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they run Zach in between the tackles. They run
Zeke.
Pollard on the outside. What I say, Zach?
Yeah.
Oh,
Zach
sorry.
Martin's the guard.
Zach Martin. That's what I meant. But anyway, Zeke runs in between the tackles. Pollard more on the outside.
No,
so
what you did
Zeke,
was you
Zeke
put
gets
Zach and Deke together.
Zach.
Oh, you niggas is drunk. I don't
I
know what the
said-
fuck
I
y'all
said-
talking about right now.
I said Zach and Deke.
Deke, I don't know what's going on over here,
So
man.
Zeke gets the tough yards or whatever. I guess he's the power back now.
But I mean, I've seen Pollard, like, they'll run him the same play. He seems like when you
He's
watch
more
him,
explosive.
Yeah,
does,
he's quicker,
yeah.
like, boom.
Yep.
The real question is, if you Dak, when you come back, would you be like, hey, who's running the offense? Is it still Kellen Moore?
Yep.
I'd be like, hey, let's keep that same offense, man. I know I'm a quarterback, and you want to do all that open up passing shit, but no, let's stick with this. I like that. You can have a good career doing that. Like Russell Wilson in Seattle was phenomenal, and they were a big run based offense. As long as you hit your throws when you need to,
They
you're
just
good.
giving it up, bro. Giving it up.
They lose.
They about
They're
to.
still playing.
They down 8, about to be 9 with 2 minutes left.
About to get a raise their first win of the year, huh?
Well, the only unbeaten team in the NFL, 4-0 Eagles.
Shock
Jalen
the
Hurts,
world. Shock
A.J.
the world.
Brown.
What a difference a year makes, man.
Man.
No, what a difference AJ Brown makes.
Ooh. Cut him deep like surgery.
That's fair. I mean,
It's a
he's been
rough
playing
day.
good for him too.
Rough day. We be 4-0 too right now.
You think so? If you had A.J. Brown?
No, I don't know.
I
I don't know.
Last year, would you have said that Jalen Hurts was a better quarterback than Ryan Tannehill?
Yes.
I don't know if I would have said that
I
last year.
would've.
See,
Like
for me
Ryan
last year, I don't know if I can
record's
say
not
that for
bad.
sure.
It's not. It's not bad.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know if
His
I would say
numbers
that
aren't
because,
bad.
like, Jalen Hurts has his problems.
But, I mean,
I mean, this year though, when I watched some of that game, I'm like, he kind of cleaned that shit up.
Yeah,
But he can-
last year though.
Yeah, last year.
Last year, Jalen Hurts, like you was
didn't
like, he
have
can't
AJ.
throw.
He didn't have AJ.
he's an elite runner, though. That's
But
the thing.
yeah, but like if you can't throw,
Yeah,
you
but come
just
on.
But
put a
Tannehill's
quarterback.
not an elite thrower or an elite runner, so at least you have one thing that you're elite at. Like,
I'm not a big fan. Like, you can't be a good quarterback just being an elite runner. You got to be able to throw the damn ball. Eventually, somebody's gonna make you throw the ball, and you can't. Do
I mean,
that.
that's true.
Tannehill's just a middle. He's just a middle of the road guy.
But you make Tannehill throw the ball, he can't run either.
He does
You
all
kill
right
his
running.
game.
He does. He's not.
I mean, he does
Lamar
okay. I mean, he
Jackson,
played
but
wide
can-
receiver in college,
He can.
so
He can.
he can run,
He can
but
extend the play.
it was a long time ago.
Last year, I would have said like Tannehill's better than Jalen Hurts. I would have said Garoppolo's better than Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts, like, he worked this. I don't know what he
Yeah,
did, but
he's
yeah.
throwing better this
He
season.
bought his grandma a house in the offseason.
Whoever's training him, he should pay them double.
Yeah.
Because they got him right. He looking good out there.
But shit, once they got AJ Brown, bro, he was like, "That's my college, that's my teammate or something like that." He played.
Not his college
They
team.
played somewhere. I don't think it was college.
Who?
So
Jalen
Jalen Hurts
Hurts
went to
and-
Alabama, then OU, and AJ Brown went to Ole Miss.
Mississippi.
Yeah, so
So I don't know where they played together.
they
but
probably played in a Madden league together. Or something.
No, they said they played together
A
before.
Madden
so-
League.
they was hype. They was hype. So
Only undefeated team right now. That's
it's,
Yeah.
I didn't expect that. Who did you expect to be undefeated right besides the Chiefs?
Let me see.
I don't think anybody really.
No, I mean I don't know every team's schedule, but like if you'd have just said, "Hey, Tampa Bay is undefeated," I'm like, okay.
I had
know.
I had the Eagles winning the division, but I don't think I would have had them at 4-0.
Not
Maybe
like-
3-1.
Not like this though. Not
I mean,
with
they
a
have the
Commanding
easiest
league.
division in the NFL,
Yeah, that's probably
especially with Dak. being
Eagles,
hurt.
what? Eagles, Cowboys.
Yeah, Giants. And,
The Cowboys
Commanders.
still putting up fight though. Like the Cowboys are what one game
Giant-
behind.
man,
Yeah,
uh,
I mean the
uh,
Cowboys play good defense. They lead the league in sacks right now.
Saquon went off for like 146 yards. Today.
Well, yeah, he's the number one running back this year in fantasy.
You know what? I take that back. You said the easiest division in football. I'm not 100% sure that's true.
I mean,
What's
it
the
is.
easiest division?
I don't know, but I've seen some of those games, and the only team I haven't seen that I was like, man, they do something good was Washington.
Okay, so Jalen Hurts and AJ Brown met each other on the
Tinder.
really nigga. No, they met each other on the Alabama visit.
Okay.
That's when they became best friends.
Okay.
They did say that they were best friends. Yeah, they were
They
best.
said they became best friends after meeting each other at the Alabama.
Do we just
visit.
become best friends?
That's why I was thinking, like, was there a drum set involved?
I don't know.
Step brothers.
Did he put his nutsack on his drums?
Oh my god.
Well, I mean, that was worth it. I don't know. They
Putting
paid
his
him, what,
nutsack on
25 what'd they trade for it? What'd y'all get for that pick?
I don't
For that
remember.
trade?
Traylon Burks, basically, and some more picks.
I don't. It wasn't worth it.
Not yet, at least. You know, you don't know
Traylon
yet.
Burks got carted off today.
Yeah, it wasn't worth it.
Yeah, but I mean, it's still early. You don't know. Could be.
I don't know, man. I would have liked to have my boy back.
Anyways, NFL is replacing the Pro Bowl with a multi-day skills competition and flag football game.
There you go, right there.
Are you tuning in?
About time. Yeah, because it's new.
I would tune in depending on what the competition is.
I still been watching the Pro Bowl though.
Well, I assume it's going to be like the olden days, moving the targets, and you got the whole little jumping over hurdles. And
Yeah,
like last year was pretty fun though. They had the kickball and all that shit. The
Dodgeball?
Yeah.
Dodgeball.
Dodgeball, yeah.
I'd
But
rather it be stuff that got to deal with football though. Like I don't want to see football players playing dodgeball. I
That's
didn't
true.
watch it.
That's true.
I
The
thought
skills
it was entertaining because I mean at the end of the day it's all about entertainment for these
That was always fun back in the day.
All
Like,
sort of
Yeah,
things.
but like, what the hell dodgeball got to do with football?
yeah.
True.
So didn't they do this years before though already, where they go to Pro Bowl and they see who can throw it the farthest, do the
Yeah.
bench press?
You show. I mean, they showed all the old highlights where you got Manning
so
and
like, yeah,
Brady
bring that
and
back.
Breeze throwing the ball at targets and.
That's
That dude Manning had a noodle arm in those competitions.
That's pretty.
He was, Vinny Testaverde was out here whooping up on
Vinny
him.
Testaverde.
I hate to speak ill of the injured, but Tua got a noodle arm.
Oh, definitely.
Tua ain't
Yeah.
got nope. He got a baby 3-6 Mafia arm.
Oh my God. DJ Paul.
That's crazy.
Did you see him try to
We
throw
gotta
that-
stop
look,
talking about DJ Paul, bro.
with all due respect.
Remember me?
I never knew
They
that.
go pull up.
My nigga gets
I got it
changed
now.
in the car.
Remember I said he could get up under the battery without taking the battery out.
That's what
They
we-
were working on his car. He just
That's
put
what
his
we
hand in there.
No, but look, he threw that pass to Tyreek wide open. That thing was like 12 yards short.
Yeah. And he put all he had
Yeah,
into
he
that. Did that little Dak hip routine and everything. Just didn't get it out there.
I hope you get better soon, but man,
So the only thing is that flag football, you can still get hurt. Like, especially if you're playing on turf. Like, you got ACLs out there.
Yeah, but the likelihood is.
I don't know if they're going to go like 100% flag football.
I think they might go harder because it's flag. Like, that's all speed and agility, flag football.
Going hard in flag football, though, is different than, putting on pass. Like, I got to take
Well,
you to the ground.
There's not going to be any concussions or anything like that, but
It could, I don't know.
They should do that.
I feel like you got less
I'm
of a
like,
chance
bro,
of
you
getting
got to
the
give
flag.
them something though.
well, no, for sure.
Like,
Yeah,
you
I
can't be
understand.
like dodgeball. Like,
Nah,
I'm like,
yeah,
you
no,
know,
it's
you got to
definitely
give them
better than
something.
that.
You'd be
Or
like,
they gonna be like,
if you're gonna tear your ACL playing flag football, you're probably gonna tear your ACL anyway. So,
Yeah.
I don't know.
it was on the mend anyway, huh?
I mean, it's like I said, like you got to give them something. They're like, yo, we don't want you guys to, y'all don't want to play because you don't want to get hurt. We don't want you guys to get hurt, but we can't, like, we don't want to throw this whole thing away. So what can we do? All right, put them in flags, take away all the contact.
Is it back in Hawaii? That's the real question.
No, I think it's in Vegas.
Then fuck it. You can take it away.
Why do you care?
Because if I'm a fan, right, when it was in Hawaii, I'd rather go to Hawaii, watch a shitty Pro Bowl, meet some players, get some autographs, but I'm in Hawaii.
Yeah.
So I go to the beach, I can have a good time. Vegas ain't
going
that.
to
You
the
go
Pro Bowl
to
this
luau, roast a pig.
It was
do
just,
everything.
I feel like before it was more of
A vacation.
it was like a vacation for the players.
I see what you're saying, like a destination.
Yeah,
It's 2
Now
and 1.
it's like,
Even if the Pro Bowl shitty, I'm still in Hawaii. I see
exactly.
What
Like even though I know y'all here fucking two-hand touching,
Yeah.
I'm still here. I can get my kid can get some autographs and shit, and we in Hawaii.
Unless you,
Can't complain about that.
Sean Taylor, R.I.P., blowing up
Only,
punch.
only man.
Pour that man
Golly.
up, bro.
Still see the highlights
They
of
only
this
play
day.
the game one way, bro.
Pro Bowl. Hold my beer.
Like if all gas and no.
Calm
nigga's
down,
that
Sean.
That nigga's out for the next season.
All right.
Took
On
that boy
to
head off.
college football. We got a few little things from college football.
What?
We had Bryce Young left the game versus
Oh,
Arkansas with the sprain to his throwing shoulder. Saw that?
I saw that. Then I seen who was it? Gibbs, the running back.
Yep, he went for 200 yards.
This dude had like 2 70-yard runs.
Yeah.
Yep.
Arkansas, who's y'all D coordinator?
Damn.
Can't have that.
Google can answer that.
I don't. It's not. I'm about to say Sarkeesian. That's all I thought of.
So we also had a Ohio State running back. Miyan Williams tied the record for 5 rushing touchdowns for Ohio State rushing record. 5
Okay.
touchdowns. And 189 yards on 21 attempts versus Rutgers.
Kenny Britt played there.
Kenny Britt
That's
from
a good
Rutgers.
call. Look at him.
Doesn't Marvin Harrison's son play for Ohio State?
That was my thing.
Yeah,
Kenny
I know,
Britt from
that's
Rutgers.
That's why I remember it. That's why I remember it.
And then we had our dog walk.
Dog walk of the week.
We got the drop.
Oh,
Dog walk.
Wait,
Shit, I gotta find that.
who
one.
was it? Let me hear.
We gotta dust the dust off of that one.
So we had another upset
Dog
for
walk.
Oklahoma.
K-State?
Well, K-State was last week. This week it was TCU beat them
These boys got
55-24.
their ass whooped again.
Yeah, I think they went up like 21, 28, 24 nothing or something in the first quarter. TCU did.
Yeah. Like the running back at TCU had like 200-something yards.
What was that final score?
A lot.
It was
To
a
a
lot.
lot.
Oh, 55-24.
Okay. I mean, that's a bad beat. I doubt that was. That wasn't
Yeah.
the worst beat in college football.
Yeah, PTSD.
From our OU
But-
insider, he was sad yesterday.
Was
Yeah.
it?
He was sad yesterday.
But
Did you
no,
ask me to change his
just
commitment?
considering, I mean, OU's a
No, hey, funny stuff though. His pops was telling me last night after that game, a bunch of people from MU was like, "Look, man, they suck, man. You might as well just change and come to MU." His pops was
and
like,
MU almost beat
almost
almost
MU
beat
had
Georgia.
Georgia. Yep.
Yeah, we was watching that game while he was telling us that. Yeah,
I don't know, man.
But no, Oklahoma had fell to 18. I assume they're going to fall
They're
out
gonna
top
fall out for
25
sure.
now. Yeah.
it's out already because they said
The AP poll
Georgia
came out today.
fell.
Georgia.
Really?
Field mob.
All right, on to the
Ray
NBA.
Charles.
But Field Mob was on that soundtrack.
Yeah,
bro.
Georgia fell to number 2. Alabama's number 1 now. Ohio State number 3. Michigan number 4. Clemson number 5.
So Clemson was 4 and they fell, even though they won.
OU is out of the top 25.
Side B.
Excuse me.
All right, we'll go on to the NBA.
NBA, what you got?
It's almost
report-
time, huh?
So they started up.
They doing preseason right
Yep.
now. The Bucks had the Bucks and
The Bucks. Oh,
somebody played yesterday. The Bucks and the Mavs, or somebody played yesterday. It
We're
was
about
a
to do
close
our
game.
early, way too early
did y'all
championship.
did y'all see? Did y'all see that meme I sent? Was talking about the Jeffrey Dahmer doc. It was like,
Yeah, if I want
I
to
watched
see
Luka.
somebody,
if I want to see a
killing
white
niggas,
person killing niggas, I watched the EBA's picture of Luca.
they said I watched the Mavs. I watched the Dallas Mavs.
And it was another thing.
Killed
Giannis
him
was
slowly
like,
too. That's crazy.
Giannis was like, when I retire, I want to go somewhere
Yeah, I
where
saw this
nobody
too.
knows me. He was like,
He's like, "Where's Tim Duncan?
where the hell is Tim
Yeah,
Duncan?
yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
Do anybody know where Tim Duncan is?"
He did it right. All right, so there are reports that DeAndre Ayton has not talked to Monty Williams since he benched him in the Suns' 33-point loss
I wouldn't
against the
talk to that
Mavericks
nigga neither.
in the playoffs. So should a player and a coach talk?
Motherfucker, you know they should talk. Like, what? That doesn't make sense. The question is, who's...
Didn't he just get the extension?
Yes.
Or a new
So
contract?
They
I
just
mean,
matched it, though. They didn't want to give it to
yeah,
him.
the Pacers. He agreed to the offer sheet the Pacers gave him, but then the Suns matched it. So
So he was like, fuck.
yeah, basically.
If you DeAndre Ayton, you can't really be mad, though. Like,
He looked
Like you was playing ass.
yeah, they didn't bench you because you was killing it.
He looked happy. He looked happy doing the jersey reveal over the weekend.
I mean, I'm sure he's probably still happy, like just not happy with Monty Williams.
I would like to know, like, sit down and be like, hey, what's your problem with Monty Williams? Like, why are you upset?
Because he benched him.
I know, but
But
you
you
know
were
he
playing
benched you
trash,
for a reason, though. Monty Williams wasn't like, hey, 30, 15, and 4 blocks, sit your ass down. You doing,
Right.
too,
Doing
much.
too much.
You
Yeah,
gotta,
I
you
mean,
gotta know.
and he's still the third wheel on that team behind Paul and Booker. So it's kind of
Yeah,
like,
you gotta
hey,
know
bro.
if you got pulled, bro. Either we don't need you no more, or you just doing shitty.
He was playing bad.
Yeah, if you
Point
playing
blank
bad, you gotta
period.
understand that it ain't my night.
You can be playing bad sometimes. They try to let you play through. I feel like if they pull you, it's more like, dude, we've been going over this all week at practice, and you still not doing it.
yeah.
That's why you get pulled.
Oh, Patrick Ewing, you practice that shot?
Exactly. When?
When you practice that shot?
Big old dummy.
He's like, hey, why are you shooting threes?
All right. Also, Blake Griffin has agreed to a 1-year
Celtics.
fully guaranteed deal with the Boston Celtics.
I saw that. I don't
How much is
think
that?
that does anything for.
I think it's the veteran minimum.
I don't think it moves the needle.
Blake
Veteran
Griffin on the
minimum?
Celtics?
Is he a Hall of Famer?
Blake Griffin? I
don't
say
think
no,
so.
but you can walk into the Hall
You
of Fame
think so?
easily.
I don't think so.
In the NBA.
I don't think he's done anything.
He hasn't done anything. He had a tear, but it wasn't like
I don't think Blake Griffin was like ever the best player
no
in the NBA in his position.
On his team?
power forward.
Power
his
forward?
team, I would say Chris Paul was the best player
Yeah,
on that
that's
team.
what I'm saying.
I mean, that power forward, like through his career, who would you say was a better power forward?
Well, you had
LeBron.
he was there doing
That boy's
Tim
not
Duncan. and-
LeBron played all 5 positions.
He was there doing Tim Duncan and Dirk's times.
Okay. I think he was at the end of that time, though, wasn't he?
I mean,
In
sure,
their times, yeah.
but like from what I can't really think of any other power forwards. But I don't think like he was moving the needle. Like I don't like Blake better than LaMarcus Aldridge.
Hell no.
Nah.
He was flashier, but LaMarcus Aldridge.
That's what I'm saying, though. That's what I'm saying, though.
LaMarcus
LaMarcus
Aldridge was a
It's
second
like
coming
that,
of
though.
LaMarcus Aldridge was the second coming of Tim Duncan.
But
he
he,
was more
wasn't
so-
Tim Duncan,
no.
though.
What the fuck you say?
Just quiet numbers, bro. Not like
Well, he was consistent, more consistent than Blake.
He wasn't. He
The
wasn't Tim
second
Duncan.
coming
though.
of Tim Duncan.
like okay. So you
I
can
didn't
watch
say
a
that.
game. You can
I
watch
didn't
a
say
game.
that, nor agree to it. So
You can watch a game and be like, "Holy shit, he's got 26 and 12," and just didn't see it.
Blake better than Kevin Love.
that's kind of true what he's saying
another
right
one.
there.
That's-
though.
Yeah.
exactly. But these are all guys. But I'm
Yeah,
like, I
yeah.
don't know. I don't know if they made
Kevin
it.
Love
was
was
a
like
2020
30 and
master
30.
in
Like
mid-
he had
Yeah,
games
but
like
those were in
that's
But
nuts.
was
that was
up
in
there.
Minnesota when it was
No
like.
man's land.
I just
I don't
don't.
know.
I don't know if Blake has done enough to where he's like, that's a Hall of Famer right there.
Yeah.
I don't got that vibe. Jumping over a key was cool, but that don't really get you
All-Star
into the
game
fame.
Hall of Famer, yeah.
So,
Sure.
Aaron Gordon
And
too.
I mean, be honest, like he
I'm trying
was
to think of other
he
power
was that
forwards.
guy though. Like you, Lob City, him, DeAndre Jordan
They
with
had a
Chris
great-
Paul, like
they
they
had-
made
they
that,
had
but
a
like
great
that didn't do nothing.
never
for me.
went
It
anywhere. They never made-
it doesn't move the Hall of Fame needle.
no,
for
they
me.
never made it past the first round.
It
But
seems like for a couple years there, Blake Griffin was the best power
See,
forward.
I don't know if that's
he
true.
had a time where he was the best.
I mean, I'm
in the
not saying he
league,
was
but-
better than Tim Duncan.
But
He
you
was
can
probably
also-
better than Tim Duncan at that time.
But you can also say the same
Yeah, I
for Chris
don't know.
Paul. You know, he's not done anything.
Chris
I mean,
Paul's a Hall of Famer.
Chris Paul's a
Yeah,
Hall of Famer.
he
Chris
is.
Paul,
but because of his stats, but
like you
No.
you look up point guard, NBA point guard. You're gonna argue whoever you come up with. You're gonna argue that Chris Paul is better than him.
All right.
If you
So-
say
so you
number
don't-
one point guard like ever,
you don't feel the same. Oh,
Not
not
even
ever,
close.
I
but
don't
you
even
don't
feel
feel
that
that.
win
You don't
in
feel
the
that.
Hall
Look, Blake Griffin's better than some of the Hall of Famers. Nobody.
Wait, are you saying people in there now? Because it might be some people in there now. I'm like, they might be trash. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm saying like, does he have a shot?
I mean, it's
I just
Oh
don't
yeah,
think
he's got
Yeah.
shots.
He's
It's
got
the
a shot.
NBA.
Yeah.
It's easy.
But
Yeah,
for
maybe,
my
yeah.
list, like you asking me, do I think Blake Griffin's a Hall of Famer? I say no, I don't think so.
Okay.
Yeah, but Chris
I
Paul.
don't- Chris Paul, though.
Chris Paul, yeah, he's
Like, Chris
guaranteed.
Paul-
He's what the kids say, goated.
Chris Paul,
he's
with,
the point guard.
Listen, that's what I'm about to say. Chris Paul with like one championship, maybe give him two, and you like arguing like, is he the best point guard ever?
Yeah.
yeah.
He ain't better than Steph. I'm not gonna argue that.
I don't even
But it'll
consider
put him
them the
up there.
same deal though. Like
Steph is more of a
So you
shooting
were like
guard.
Steph, everybody
With
else.
Stockton,
Steph is so different though,
'Cause
man,
he's more of a
he's a
shooting
scorer.
guard.
He's
'Cause
a more-
Stockton
a
never
lot more
won.
of a scorer.
So-
Steph is a lot more of a scorer than Chris Paul ever was, ever could be. But Steph can't run a team like Chris Paul do. Like you can't bring like Steph. Steph is Steph, but like I don't know if you take Steph down there with Devin Booker, the Suns go from trash to what they are now.
You put Steph on that team.
Like they were just in a championship, like what 2 years ago.
I think you. I
Against
don't
the
think you
Bucks.
miss a
Yeah.
beat.
Yeah.
I don't think you miss a beat.
It's not the same though.
I think they score
You know what I'm
more.
saying? Because like Steph got like the perfect shit. You seen what Steph is with like nobody, right?
Mm-hmm.
The years that everybody's hurt. But like when the shit is like perfect for Steph, you got Draymond consistently, you got Clay consistently, you got a big man that can rebound consistently. Steph's gonna do his shit.
Nuclear.
Chris Paul show up to a shitty team like, yo, I'm gonna take y'all from the fucking gutter to the championship.
That's true.
It's a difference.
But
That's just being a natural leader though.
That
That's
remains
just being
to
a
be
leader
seen.
though.
Do
That's
you
being
think-
a point
When
guard.
we say
though.
shitty team though, like they had talent before.
Do
Chris
you
Paul
think?
got
Do
there.
you?
Yeah,
think,
but they were shitty though.
Yeah.
They were fighting for a playoffs. I mean, they were fighting for a
Do
play-in
you think
spot.
if you sub out Chris Paul for Steph, they won't do it? They'll go to the finals.
Who?
The Suns.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Because I think. Do you think?
I don't know if that
do you
team
think,
is set up for Steph to win like that.
Well,
Well,
if
you don't
it's-
have a
if it's
Draymond,
Steph-
you don't have somebody who, you don't have a Draymond. You got decent defense, but you don't have like a Clay that's gonna guard the best defender every night. Like
So,
it's certain
okay,
shit.
so-
like
But-
the Warriors
but
give
Booker,
you
do you
something
think-
that the Suns don't have.
compare Clay and Booker?
Booker's better.
Yeah.
Booker's better.
Well, especially
Yeah.
now after Clay.
Wow,
so-
you mean
so-
now after the injury?
Well, yeah. right now.
I would take Devin Booker over Klay
Because
Thompson.
pre-injury, Klay Thompson's better than Booker.
Yeah, because he was a two-way player, one of the best two-way players in the league.
I'm gonna take
Klay
Klay.
was.
I'm gonna take Booker.
I think he can still do what he does with the Suns.
It's just not. It's not the same though, bro.
Steph, Klay,
like
and
you don't
Ayton, I
have
think he can do it.
who on the Suns.
Steph, Booker.
Who with the Suns is gonna play the Draymond role?
That
Because that's
I don't
fucking
know.
important.
That
Because
I
you
don't
see
know.
what
It
happened
ain't
when
Ayton.
he didn't have Draymond.
That's
He
true.
fucking
That
lost.
I don't know.
But
Like,
the
you
thing
seen
is,
that.
the thing is, nobody picked the Warriors before the season this year. Nobody did.
Oh.
I did.
You got the
think so.
you got
I
the
don't
Warriors
I
running the
fucking
back.
picked them.
I never
Yeah.
heard it. I need some receipts or something because I don't believe it.
Go back to our podcast.
Without,
I picked the Warriors.
Without Clay till the end of the season.
I said they were going to have Wiseman.
And their young team that they had. Nobody picked the Warriors. And Curry still did.
Again,
that.
stop saying that because I did.
We need to see receipts.
We got episodes.
We got
You can
episodes.
Look it back.
He might have. I think
got
he did
YouTube.
say something.
That's just because you a fan. You might have said it, but
I recognize the
I don't
talent
believe
when
it
I
in
saw
your heart. I don't believe it in your heart that you said that.
You know how I feel about this heart.
Number one in my heart, man. That's got to be a drop.
All right, so
I'm gonna make that
Yeah.
a drop.
hey,
In
that's
my
a good one.
heart, man.
All right, so the Raiders beat the Broncos, so the Texans are the only winless team in the NFL right now. 0-4.
Did the Texans lose today?
Texans lost today to the Chargers.
Well, that would make them still winless.
Well, I mean, Damian Pierce had a good
He
day.
did. He did.
They've been looking
what
competent, though. so
will Dare say? Off or not?
Both ways over here.
they need to get the first pick anyway. They need a quarterback. So
They do need a
Who
quarterback.
does?
the Texans.
Oh, yeah.
They trotting out Davis Mills.
Yeah, they liked him.
I
They
don't
came
even
into
know
the
who that
season
is.
so hype on him. I don't know
That's
why,
why.
but
That's
I
why
don't
they
know
got to
who that
win
is.
right there because you don't know who that is.
They had a good quarterback that did him dirty.
They did.
all right, on to the MLB, Major League Baseball.
Oh God.
We have Shohei Ohtani news.
Oh,
$30
So
million.
wake up
extension.
Lindari. Yep.
Yep.
Wake up Lindari, his boy, and got to an extension.
Have
Got
you,
a
do
1
you know
year.
what Shohei Ohtani looks like?
Never seen before in my life. It's just interesting. The pictures like the best hitter in baseball.
He look Asian. He look
I guess that I don't want to be like
dark
racist or
hair.
nothing. I could have guessed that too.
Yeah.
You watched him play?
I know what he looks like. I'm not just sitting here
Like
checking
if he
out a whole
walked
bunch of
in right
baseball.
now, I'd be like, bro,
If he walked
Are you
in
like the
right
fire
now, I'd be
marshal?
like, oh, there goes
Are you
Ohtani.
the fire marshal?
yeah, I'm like, you fire marshal, what you doing in my man's house?
Like, I've seen enough ESPN to know what Ohtani looks like.
Anyways, Shohei Ohtani and the Angels have agreed to a 1 year, $30 million contract to avoid arbitration. So he got a raise from $5.5 million to $30 million.
That's a good raise.
That's like the
So-
good thing about baseball.
That's a hell of a
We'll
raise.
have to wait to his payday for one more year to see
But it's
because
gonna
he's
be
going to
big.
get because
It's gonna be big.
he wants to
It's
get
gonna be
paid
a
as a
big
top
money bus.
pitcher and a top hitter, which he is both.
It's gonna be big.
What do you think, like 50 a year?
One of the $500 million, $10 deals.
a lot.
They be doing them kind of deals.
What they
top
give?
hitter
What was
and
A-Rod's
top
like?
pitcher.
What Mike Trout deal like right now? Or who's like the
Mike-
highest?
Didn't Bryce
I know
Harper have a big
Bryce
deal?
Harper got a big deal. But
Somebody
it was
had
like
400,
40
wasn't it?
mil. 40
Somebody
years.
just signed this year.
I'll look it up.
I don't
Biggest
remember.
biggest deals in baseball.
Off the top of my head, real quick, but
So if you say Ohtani, do you go and say, you know what, give me 75 a year? 35 for my pitching, 40 for my hitting.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he has already his people. Yeah, I mean, he's the only him and Trout, you got two of the best players in baseball, and your team still sucks. Like, he's basically the only reason people are showing, anybody at all is showing up to the stadium to watch. So you're like, hey.
There's some big ones out here, man. Mookie
damn.
Betts, 12 years, 365. Tatis, 14 for 340.
And he did Pete. He had
Julio
PEDs.
Rodriguez, 13 for 210.
He just signed. That was the
but
rookie.
what's the yearly on those?
Well, dude, 13 divided by 210, big
I ain't calculator. I ain't doing no 21 and 19. Don't get me on camera doing that.
Some
All right,
dude
well-
got 9 years, 324 million.
shit. Bryce Harper's deal was 13.
Yeah, I know that.
Bryce Harper's deal is from 2019 to 2031. 13 years, 333.
I feel like 50
This
million a year.
dude,
So who's
36
gonna
million.
So who's going to get the biggest deal next year and should be this year's MVP? Aaron Judge. He tied Roger Maris AL home run record with his 61st home run this season.
He's probably juicing.
Mike Trout's deal
He
was
is
10 years, 360.
He's definitely not juicing.
He's probably
Aaron
juicing.
Judge?
You don't know that. He's
I
probably
don't know
juicing.
that.
And
Officially, I
he's
don't.
probably juicing, allegedly.
But I feel like if they,
You
I
putting
feel
it
like
out
if
there?
they pop for Fernando Tatis for a
What-
little something that he did, they would definitely
what leads
pop
you to
someone
that?
else.
Because he's just too good, too quick?
Just people be juicing, bro.
Or it's
It's part
because
of the game.
because you
I
only
say
got to
it
hit
out.
it 300 feet in Yankee Stadium.
People be juicing, bro. Let's not
How many
deny
home
the
runs
facts.
did he have last year?
Excuse me.
Let's not deny the facts. Man.
He was
People
injured
be
last
juicing.
year too.
Okay.
So
I don't.
So he probably was juicing to get back from that.
He's had 50
injury.
though.
Now he's popping
He's had
them shits
50.
out of here.
What was the big thing? What was it? Antler spray? Using the antler shit?
Hey, he was trying to rehab that injury. Now he just can't miss.
I don't know, man.
Allegedly.
That'd be bad for baseball. I hope he ain't.
I think that would be the best thing for baseball.
What?
Not
That's
that
I mean,
everybody
they
start
allegedly
juicing.
have juiced the baseballs though.
Just let everybody juice and just go out there and do your thing.
He hit it 700 feet.
Well, nobody will ever.
So
do
he
that.
had 39 last year,
How
but he
many
had
got this year?
52. He had 52 in 2017.
Okay, yeah, he probably just got better.
He had
probably seen
39
the ball
last
better,
year.
man. He's
But-
seen the ball better. Watching film.
I mean, and it's also a bet on himself year like Lamar Jackson.
The contract
He
year
turned
is
down
undefeated.
it's a contract year. He turned down the deal from the Yankees, so now he's going to get paid, super paid.
Throw it in the bag.
But Ohtani won the MVP last year, and he's actually having a better year this year than he had last year. But Judge hit 61, could break the record. He's got a few games left.
Can Judge strike
Break
out
what
10
record?
people?
No,
Break what record?
the AL home run record.
Oh.
Right now he's tied with it, 61.
Who has the record?
Roger Maris.
Roger Maris.
Okay, they ain't counting the juice records.
Well, that's for the National League. They all hit those in the National League.
Okay.
Bonds, McGuire, Sosa, all in National
So
League.
that's a dirty league.
So Bonds has what, 73? Yeah. And keep that over there with them. They juicing. Like this is a real 61. This is a real home run record. Like he was in there.
Wait till like
he was
5
in
years
there.
and they come out like Aaron Judge was juicing all
He
of
was in there.
2022. I'm like, I told this
All them
motherfucker.
push. He was in all them
said-
I
push-ups.
told him.
How many games does he have left to try to
Like,
hit?
can't be a whole lot.
It's like
Yeah,
4 or
it's
5
October.
left. Yeah,
I know.
October baseball.
he can get one more. He
October
averages.
baseball, what?
October baseball is decent.
He
Well, yeah,
averages.
it's like the end of the thing, playoffs starting.
He averages a home run every 2.5 games.
Okay.
And he's going for the Triple Crown.
What's the triple
Give him
crown?
45 million.
Triple Crown
then,
is
shit.
batting
Bat
average
average,
leader,
home runs,
RBIs,
yeah.
and home runs.
Yeah.
So he's like 1 point behind in batting average, but he leads the other two. Huge lead too. He's like 20 home runs in front of second place.
So ain't nobody catching him. Then,
Yeah.
basically.
One more thing I had.
What is it?
I'm getting there.
Okay.
Smart. The longest playoff the longest playoff drought in professional sports is over. The Seattle Mariners clinched their first postseason berth since 2001.
21 years.
Shit.
21 years.
2001. Do they still have A-Rod in 2001?
That's a good question. I think so.
It seems like that
Yeah.
would. They
Wouldn't
would
it-
That
still
would
have
be a good
A-Rod.
question for the sports guy, right?
When did Ken Griffey retire?
Griffey was gone by then.
Right.
He was already in Cincinnati by then.
He was in Cincinnati. Okay.
Playing
But
with
he
his
wa-
daddy.
He played with his daddy in Seattle.
I know.
Pause.
Dude, I had a dude. So I had on my Griffey hoodie the other night. I go to Quick Trip like midnight. And dude was like, man, I've been trying to order that hoodie mind you, I've had this hoodie for like 10 years. But he's like, I've been trying to order that hoodie. I can't get it, man. Some. I was like, yeah, I had this one for a while, bro. Some. He's like, do you even know who that is on there?
Hit you with that.
Bro, I'm like,
How old did
Nigga,
this
do you
dude
see
look?
these gray
he's like
hairs?
my age.
Oh.
He's like my age. He was like delivering Pepsi. I'm like, nigga,
That's why you delivering Pepsi. Because you smart.
Did you call him Nick?
he was a Mexican. I could have called him nigga.
Oh, I'm just asking, did you?
I'm like, I know who he is.
Do you?
I'm like, have you ever worn a chain with this man on there? I did.
Nah, I didn't know about that. That was a
You know what I'm
select
saying?
crew. That was a select
What are you
crew.
talking about here?
I would have
Jordan
kicked over
symbol
like the whole pallet of Pepsi. Like,
And the Griffey
disrespectful motherfucker.
Had them both on there.
Yeah, fun fact.
What did he
of
say?
mine. No, he just kept moving them jacks.
Moving that the
I
dolly.
said, that's
He
why
had
you
a little
delivering
dolly.
Pepsi and not wearing the Griffey hoodie.
Right. It's on my
I ain't gonna say you
intelligence.
stupid, but you know.
He's stupid.
Well, that's all I got. Y'all want to add something? What you think tonight? You want to put a prediction out there before your
I
team
think
plays
predictions-
tonight?
I got
I
the
think
Chiefs
predictions
winning
will be
tonight
fun.
on Monday
Yeah.
or Sunday night
So
football.
this will be released after the game, but
What'd
we're
you say
recording
earlier?
before the
By
game.
10?
by 5.
Score prediction.
Yeah. Score prediction. I don't know. I'm gonna just say we win by 5.
Oh,
Are we
Place
gonna
a bet
talk
on
about
that?
the Niners?
What about the Niners?
The 1 point game?
We could
They're
talk about.
trash.
Oh,
They're not trash. Best defense in the league. Shout out to the Niners. It's
Arguably.
always shout out to the Niners. Shout out to Chris. You know. What else? What else we want to shout out?
I have a question.
It's always George.
How are
Kittle
you
on
the
building
best
still,
defense
you know?
if you keep
got the
letting teams
jersey
score
on?
more points than you?
11 points. They gave up 11 points all game.
So how many did y'all score?
10.
I just wanted to hear you say it.
I just want to hear you say it.
But we got the Rams. We own the Rams.
That
So
was
we'll
like
see how
one of
Monday
the-
night goes.
One of the best nights of my life.
Yeah, that picture you seen was
Yeah.
totally
It was
nasty.
so
Lindari's ugly.
Super
Tune into the
nasty,
YouTube.
bro.
I almost
See how
wrecked.
I was
ugly
like, you know what?
Lindari
Let me
is.
get my drunk self up.
I almost wrecked.
This
I was
is
going
crazy.
I was going to Target for something.
Like,
And that
this
picture
dude's
came through.
super nasty.
And I'm like, oh my God, this
Yeah.
nigga ain't got no shirt on.
I don't know what's going on.
I don't. Playing with himself.
They done
been.
lost. They done
Could've
lost.
been. He got 2 hands.
I'm like, I know Chris over there crying and shit.
I
Probably
wasn't
tell the
crying. It was
kids,
close. It was
"Y'all need
close.
to
It's
go to
still
bed."
early. Still early.
What if you find out that Lindari masturbates when the 49ers lose?
It does seem like he gets off for today.
Hey, y'all are some line crossers.
I'm definitely not a hater like
Y'all say
that.
shit I would never even think of.
It was funny, wasn't it?
You
Me
need
and Johnny was
Jesus.
gonna go to that game though. Would have kind of been a little bit of a boring game.
That would have
to
been a
go to,
super
but
boring game, man. If I would have paid $600 for those
Yeah.
tickets, bro,
I was debating.
I would have went on that
Oh,
field
man.
and smacked the shit out of Russell Wilson, bro. Like, fam, I spent $600+ for these tickets,
was-
and that was
But
not
you
even
got the
that
dub,
great.
though.
But
Yeah.
bro,
Now, if you'd have slapped him, just imagine how Chris would have felt.
he would have had to kill Jimmy G.
We had 2 good offensive drives that whole game. The
All of your plays
49ers,
suck, man.
49ers first drive of the game, and then at the end when Russell won
I'll tell you what, Chris.
Took the lead.
Right now,
the whole game.
today, October 2nd,
Okay.
I'll give you this one time.
Okay.
You can come over and be a Chiefs fan. I won't ever talk shit to you about it.
Record updates. 2 and 2.
2-2.
I got 1 and 2
2-2. We just
till
lost.
Monday night.
Are you 2 and
We 2-1.
2 and 1?
2-1 for the Kansas City Chiefs.
That's the Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
Champions.
No,
Of what?
they're the big man.
Oh, the Niners.
the
for
Drew-
I'm
sure.
gonna do it again.
Just think, Chris, have the Niners ever beat the Chiefs in your lifetime?
Week 7 coming up. I'll be there.
We got
Levi
12 Monaco's
Stadium.
on that.
I'll be there.
And 2 bun cakes.
Oh my
12
God.
Hit your boy
Monacos
up.
and
I'll
2
be
bun
there.
cakes.
Oh my God, that's gonna be just heaven to see y'all lose that one.
It's like I got enough liquor to drink and enough cake to eat it up to drink some more.
You still got enough time to come to the game, man. Come on out. Levi Stadium.
Man, nah, I don't want to be accessory to murder. We're gonna kill y'all.
All right, that's it. We wrapping this thing up. Goodbye. We'll see y'all next episode.
Okay. Peace.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5th.